sag es zu mir selber. Der Herr ist gut, er lässt mich nie im Stich. Ich sag es meiner Zukunft. Der Herr ist treu, er tut, was er verspricht. Meine Gefühle erinnere ich dran, dass ich im Glauben vorwärts gehe. Mein Verstand rief, wenn ich zu, dass Gott, der Herr, zu mir wird stehen. Lob der Herr in dem Zweifel, gib ihm dir, ihm treu bleiben. Schau auf ihn, wenn du ihn wieder siehst. Pries ihn Sieg in dem Kämpfen, dank ihm laut, trotz der Dämpfer. Lob der Herr, bin ich sehr an Jesus. Ich sag es zu mir selber. Der Herr ist gut, er lässt mich nie im Stich. Ich sag es meiner Zukunft. Der Herr ist treu, er tut, was er verspricht. Meine Ängste weisen nicht zurück, weil Gottes Hand mich sicher lenkt. Meine Sorgen mach ich klar, dass mein Versorger an mich denkt. Lob der Herr in dem Zweifel, gib ihm dir, ihm treu bleiben. Schau auf ihn, wenn du ihn wieder siehst. Pries ihn Sieg in dem Kämpfen, dank ihm laut, trotz der Dämpfer. Lob der Herr, bin ich sehr an Jesus. Lob der Herr in dem Zweifel, gib ihm dir, ihm treu bleiben. Schau auf ihn, wenn du ihn wieder siehst. Pries ihn Sieg in dem Kämpfen, dank ihm laut, trotz der Dämpfer. Lob der Herr, bin ich sehr an Jesus. Lob der Herr in dem Zweifel, gib ihm dir, ihm treu bleiben. Schau auf ihn, wenn du ihn wieder siehst. Pries ihn Sieg in dem Kämpfen, dank ihm laut, trotz der Dämpfer. Lob der Herr, bin ich sehr an Gud, du er skaper. Alt i himmelen, alt på jorden, for hele universet er av deg. Alt jeg ser rundt meg, hav og elver og fjell og daler, ja, men Alt du har lagt ned i meg vil jeg gi til deg. Derfor synger jeg. Alt du har lagt ned i meg vil jeg gi til deg. For av, ved og til deg, alt det skapte tilhører deg. Av, ved og til deg er alle ting. Deg være ære i all evighet. Amen. Deg være ære i all evighet. Amen. Så Gud, hjelp meg å se hvem du er, hva du gjør for meg. Lær meg å kjenne deg, skaper og far. Lær meg å tilbe deg.
We promised the world a 5-seater jet. Today, we are delivering on that promise. It takes off and lands vertically. It's fully electric. This is the Lilium Jet.
This is the first time that we have a full-scale, full-weight prototype of that 5-seater version. This is the next step in mobility as we perceive it. What we're trying to achieve here is an air mobility revolution.
We look at what is possible by the laws of physics.
Our principle of maximum simplicity combined with a level of safety is really something that makes us unique.
This is the product. There's nothing like this.
There's always a risk if you do something new. At some point you have to say, we have tested everything, now let's fly this aircraft.
There's this one moment where everything comes together and where it's make or break.
This is the everything defining moment for all of us.
Lilium Jet is clear to take off.
Taking off in 3, 2, 1.
First flights are always crucial, but the launch, of course, for us is just a small piece in this whole process. The testing will go on, the refinements, the engineering will all continue.
German engineers did a test flight with the latest flying car technology called the Lilium Jet. The Lilium Jet does have wings, but it looks more like a car than a plane. It has 36 propellers to help it fly. It can go 200 miles per hour. It can carry up to 5 people, and it is powered by an electric battery. According to the engineers behind the Lilium Jet, humans are nowhere near having flying cars that everyone can use, but the Lilium Jet puts us one step closer to making that a reality.
Every second, two people put their trust in Zeiss lenses to see more of their world. At Zeiss, we're intensely focused on having the best lab network in the industry. Zeiss is committed to the success of the practice and the complete satisfaction of the patient. And the quality of our products, the quality of our lab service, have a huge influence on the patient's visual, ultimately on the success of the practice. So we have a responsibility that begins the moment your Zeiss laboratory receives the order. A pair of lens pucks, taken from inventory and inspected for flawless clarity, provide the starting point for the manufacturing process. The puck begins a journey to become a unique visual solution, created for the precise needs of the individual patient. With Zeiss's patented backside freeform design, every patient experiences lenses customized to their own vision needs. This process is highlighted in Zeiss's premium product. A freeform generator, driven by an advanced design engine, creates a pair of lenses that are completely personalized for the patient. With the addition of iScription technology, patients can experience the best possible image clarity and contrast perception. Each lens is made to an accuracy of 1/100th of a diopter and polished to perfection. This precision allows you to provide patients with their best possible vision. Zeiss premium lenses are personalized with a discrete engraving of the patient's initials. The final touch of clarity is a coating, multi-layered, microscopically thin, the latest evolution of anti-reflective lenses, a product originally invented by Zeiss. The lenses are edged precisely to fit the patient's frame. Lenses and frames are matched in a meticulous. The entire production and inspection process is constantly monitored and held to the strictest quality standards. Only then is it ready to be shipped by express or overnight air to the customer. When the patient receives her finished lenses, the lens's journey ends, and the patient's journey to better vision begins. At the end of the day, the success of the Zeiss, we never forget that there's an eye care professional behind every order with unique vision needs, and all of our work comes together the moment innovation and cutting-edge technology meet the highest level of customer care. This is the moment we work for.
Margaret Warner reports on some of the people who helped make it Europe's richest country.
Most of Heron Connect's $1.25 billion in sales are worldwide, helping make Germany an export powerhouse. With just 1/4 of America's population and 1/4 of its GDP, Germany exports more than the United States in total, notes Norbert Walter, the former chief economist of Deutsche Bank.
We Germans have 1% of the labor force of the world, and we have 10% of the exports of the world. That gives you an idea how successful and how oriented towards international markets we are.
Come to Germany to find out why it's doing so much better than its European partners. And part of the reason can be found here in the southwest state of Baden-Württemberg. The castle behind me may date from the 1700s, but the economic model they've developed here is 21st century plus.
Just outside the state capital, Stuttgart, is another Baden-Württemberg high performer, Trump. Customers from Harley-Davidson to Apple buy its laser-driven metal cutting machines, $2.7 billion worth last year. The family-owned firm devotes 8% of revenues to R&D to keep its innovation edge. They invest even more in their 9,000-person workforce, more than half here in Germany. Like most German industries, Trumpf hires them young, after the equivalent of 10th grade, for a rigorous 3-year training and schooling program and a full salary job afterwards. Most stay far longer, and after college, paid for by the company, some go on to become managers. Apprentice Simon Richter is 19.
I applied for being a training because, I like the mechanical work and not only the theoretical stuff at school. It's so, always the same at school, and you don't know what do you need maths for in your life later.
So do you think you have a good future ahead of you?
Yes, I have.
Trumpf keeps the apprentice program going even in hard times, as when the 2008 global financial crisis melted down the company's sales.
It just hit us. Really, from 1 hour to the next, we didn't have any orders. At the same time, all over the world, no orders. That was really cruel. This was the first
CEO Nicola Leibinger-Kammüller watched as sales plummeted 40% in 2 years, and she had to drastically cut production. For most firms, that would have meant layoffs, but not here.
It's just a terrible thought having to lay off people, because we like our employees and we need them, and they're well trained and they're loyal, and they've been working for us for decades, some of them, or many of them have, and it's just a terrible thought to have to send them away.
Instead, Trumpf turned to a new German program called Kurzarbeit, or short work.
It gave us a secure feeling, especially the people with families, that they have job security, that the company stands behind them, and that you get to keep your job. So everybody was happy to do without the 5% or extra hours.
The desire for security and safety is so to speak, the strongest driver in German culture.
Nicola's brother Peter Leibinger, vice chairman of Trumpf, said the short work program, readily accepted by the German workers, positioned industry to restart quickly after the downturn. And it paid off big time for Trumpf.
If we hadn't had this opportunity to use Kurzarbeit, we would not have had the upswing that we saw, meaning 50% growth within 1 year for a company that makes a very difficult and complicated product and has to deliver that into the world. This would not have been possible without us having our workforce on board.
The Leibingers' financial caution also helped them weather the global credit crisis. Trumpf carries no major debt, they say, and in good times they bank the extra profits to reinvest later.